I realized that I only had to turn around and it would all be over. But the whole beach was reverberating in the sun and pressing against me from behind. I took a few steps towards the spring. The Arab didn't move. Even now he was still some distance away. Perhaps because of the shadows on his face, he seemed to be laughing. I waited. The sun was beginning to burn my cheeks and I felt drops of sweat gathering in my eyebrows. It was the same sun as at the day of my mother's funeral, and again it was my forehead that was hurting me the most, and all the veins were throbbing at once beneath my skin. And because I couldn't stand this burning feeling any longer, I moved forward. I knew it was stupid and I wouldn't get out of the sun with one step. But I took a step, just one step forward. And this time, without sitting up, the Arab drew his knife and held it out towards me in the sun. The light leapt off the steel and it was like a long, flashing sword lunging at my forehead. At the same time, all the sweat that had gathered in my eyebrows suddenly ran down over my eyelids, covering them with a dense layer of warm moisture. My eyes were blinded by this veil of salty tears. All I could feel were the symbols the sun was clashing against my forehead and, indistinctly, the dazzling spear still leaping off the knife in front of me. Like a red-hot blade gnawing at my eyelashes and gorging out my stinging eyes. That was when everything shook. The sea swept ashore a great breath of fire. The sky seemed to be splitting from end to end and raining down sheets of flame. My whole being went tense and I tightened my grip on the gun. The trigger gave. I felt the underside of the polished button. It was there, in that sharp, deafening noise that it all started. I shook off the sweat and the sun, realized that I had destroyed the balance of the day in the perfect silence of this beach where I'd been happy. And I fired 4 more times at a lifeless body. And the bullet sank in without leaving a mark.
And it was like giving 4 sharp knocks at the door of unhappiness.